Back at it again with my vlogs of me walking to places and talking about the Vancouver Canucks at the same time. I wanted to ask you, the viewer out there watching this video, what exactly is the price for Loui Eriksson? Comment down below what you think, because it's a very intriguing topic. Eriksson obviously is the winger on the Vancouver Canucks, $6 million cap hit. He's up there in age, he's in his early 30s, and he doesn't really do anything out there on the ice, aside from not really putting in the effort to really establish himself as a legitimate NHL top 6 forward. So there's a lot of things to consider when talking about a Loui Eriksson trade, and there's no rumors or anything. I think there's just a generally held belief amongst the Vancouver Canucks fan base that Loui Eriksson is indeed on the brink of potentially being traded. So one may have to ask, what exactly is the price, which is what I'm doing here. Loui Eriksson is indeed one of the forwards in the NHL that is dubbed a player with a bad contract. And as a result, there are not too many teams, in my opinion, that would actually be able to take on the contract at full value. You have teams at the bottom of the cap space list like Winnipeg and Colorado with $23 million each, but they don't really count because they need to re-sign their RFAs, Laine, Connor, Rantanen, etc. There are some other teams, though, that are around that ballpark that do not really have that much that they need to go after. For example, the Ottawa Senators. They're a team that has approximately $22 million in cap space. However, they don't really have too many RFAs to sign. They're not in that conundrum like some other teams are. As a result, I think everybody's kind of thinking that the Ottawa Senators would be one of the better candidates for a trade. And obviously that's the very big one that people are thinking about. However, I'm not really too sure if they would actually be willing to depart with anything. So, what's the price? Because there are indeed many other factors. You could just say, oh, trade him for a 7th, but then again, what exactly is the value there for the other team? Will we need to retain salary if we try to trade to a team that only has approximately $15 million in cap space? In, let's just say, the New Jersey Devils or the Flyers or whatever? So, there are a lot of questions that need to be asked here, and I think if anybody can take a look at this and understand what the situation is, we can come away with an idea that approximately gauges just the amount of interest that Eriksson would be able to have around the league. Because if you ask several people, you're always going to get a different answer as to what they believe the value is. So as a result, I'm throwing it out to you guys out there watching this video. Comment down below what you think. What exactly is the value? What would you be okay with giving up in a trade? Would you be okay with giving up another prospect to get Eriksson out of the system? What about retaining salary, 50%, $3 million or whatever on the salary? There are a lot of options here, and there are a lot of commenters commenting on the video, so I want to hear what you think. Hope you enjoyed this quick little walking around the city. Social 99, and bye.